Hello, everybody. It's Gerard from GH Immigration Services again. I'm here to have a little chat about applying for refugee status in Canada. This has become a very big issue these days in Canada, and many people have found all different ways of trying to get into Canada through refugees. They're going down via Mexico, traveling get across the borders, travel across the USA, and cross at places like Montreal or southern Manitoba or even down in the Windsor area, and then claiming a refugee status. Now, one of the things to do if you have planned on doing the refugee claim, you really must know a few things when you're getting here. When you cross the border, immigration is going to ask you to do a basis of claim. Now, a basis of claim is an extremely important document when it comes to your application for refugee. So you have to make sure you have this right. Things that you have to really consider when you're declaring refugee status is not just economic hardship back home, is to use that for a basis of claim. Some of the things that you really have to consider when you're doing refugee is your life at threat? If you're home, what's the chances of something in your country happening to you? Is there civil unrest where people are getting murdered because of race, religion, sexual orientation? That is a basis when it comes to applying for immigration under a refugee claim. Now, the basis of claim, you have to understand something about a basis of claim. A basis of claim is a document that outlines the reasons why you came to Canada and filed for a refugee. Now, the one thing you really, really need to know, this is absolutely imperative. Your basis of claim can never change. So that means whatever documents or whatever statement you give immigration, that is the one that holds up all the way through your application. So it's not like you can come through and give a very basic description of something and then all of a sudden add to it down the road. It doesn't work that way. Your basis of claim is your foundation for your application. So when you're doing that, when you do a basis of claim, be very, very, like I always recommend when you cross the border in that, do not do the basis of claim then. Tell them that you want to seek counsel. Have your counsel sit down with your counsel. Have your counsel sit there and discuss your basis of claim, explain your story to them, make sure that your story is complete. Not making it up, I'm saying complete. Just make sure all the facts of your basis and claim are there. So that way, when immigration starts the application, and there's many steps that go on when it comes to a refugee claim, but this way your claim has good, strong foundation when it comes to going in through the tribunal or through court or whichever it has to do, if you have to appeal it down the road or whatever. Your basis of claim is really, really important. Your basis of claim should always include things that what the situation behind you, why you are applying for immigration to Canada. You are going to need proof. Just civil unrest is not necessarily the strongest, like right now with places like the Ukraine and some of the stuff that's happening in some of the other countries in Africa, and that you have a basic good foundation. But with that basic foundation, you need more proof than what's just said there. You're going to need to be able to prove your basis of claim. So if you came here to Canada and you filed a basis of claim and it was because of sexual vulnerability, you are a vulnerable person based on your sexuality because you're gay. That's one, or you're a lesbian or whatever it happens to be. That application, when it comes to that, before you leave your country of origin, you need proof that this has happened. If you were attacked because of it, or you were thrown in jail because of it, you need to bring that documentation with you, because that documentation will be very, very important when it comes to presenting your case down the road. So really, really think about those things. Same as if you are your family is being attacked because of religious persecution. Something happened within your family that all of a sudden you became a target. If your family is attacked, Yes, and you did police reports, or they were in the hospital, or something like that. When it comes to those are things, those documents will be very, very important when it comes to filing for your refugee status. So really keep these things in mind when we're doing this. Now, a refugee claim is a long process. For one thing, it usually takes 2 years, anyways, to do it. However, when you file a refugee claim when you're in Canada, you file the claim, and down after they start a certain step in the processing, then you can apply to have a work permit or a school, be able to get a study permit and stuff like that to be able to go to school. So that's something to really remember when you're doing this. It is not a fast process. It will take time. Usually it takes about a year before they even get into your application. So you have to be aware that there's a long wait and you're going to be doing a lot of nothing for a long period of time. Anyways, I just wanted to pass this on so you can think about it. And also one thing, Immigration Canada has now created a portal for refugees to be able to file their own claim when it comes to immigration. My recommendation is do not do that, because you really, really don't know the ins and outs of what it comes to do a basis claim. Always use a professional. We have the knowledge and guidance to make sure that your claim is submitted properly. Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to pass this on. I hope this is important to you and that you have a better understanding of what happens when it comes to immigration, when it comes to filing a refugee claim. Please, if you need any more information, send me a message. I'll be happy to try to help you out and try to answer your questions. Again, this is Gerard from GH Immigration Services in Winnipeg. I hope you find this informative. Thank you for watching.